Hey, how you doing? This is Charles 9mm here, and I know it's a little fuzzy here and here. This is I'm shooting this on a green screen. I just thought it'd be kind of fun and just a little tropical background felt like today. So hopefully it'll work. I mean, we're just doing it for fun. I got a great product to show you again today. What I want to do is I want to explain a little bit about the technology of drinking mate. Of course, you're familiar with the gourd. This beautiful hand-carved gourd that I've shown you in my last videos, and this is a very, very important part of the technology because this encapsulates the mate and the water together. And what this does is it holds it in such a position that you're able to draw it out properly. And you see there's a lot of surface area because it comes up high. It's almost like a small, like a necked off bottle. And that's what you want. Now I know there's some that have a flared top, and basically it's the same thing. And what you're trying to do is create a mass on one side of the mate so it can steep properly, and then so it can be drawn out. Now what this does is because you have like a mash of mate in it that has to be drawn out. If you drink it like this, straight from this, one, it's hard to do, and two, you'll get a mouthful of the herb, and you don't want to do that. Now, I've shown you before in some of these videos the bombilla. It's also pronounced a bombilla. Now, it's simply a straw with a screen on the end that's sort of used as a filter. See that? This is a classic style. This is one I've had for years. Before I even drank mate or liked it very much, because I didn't know how to use it. I didn't know how to drink it. And this one is very nice, and it works kind of like a spoon. The problem with this one is you can't take it apart. So if it inside gets gets nasty on the inside, you can't clean it out. I'm not even sure what I would do in that case. I guess you just have to soak it in a metal cleaner or whatever. I'm not sure, but that doesn't make it very good. I would like to be able to take that apart. Now they do have some that the spoon opens up so you can clean on the inside, and mymateworld.com sells these little brushes that you can put down inside. So that's one option for you, but that's a classic style right there. Now the other one is the kind of a newer style. What it does is this is stainless steel and uses a spring. And the stainless steel spring here is the filter. It's good, but what I find is this is a little bit weak. And I've also seen these springs, because stainless is a little bit softer. It'll stretch out and it'll open up gaps. Now, when you're trying to push the mate over to one side, the spring is not very strong, and in that case, the spoon is actually a better deal. But what's nice about these is you can take them apart and you can clean them. Very nice. It's good. Well, we're still heading in a good direction here. There's still more to come. Now, here's one of my favorites. This is from mymateworld.com, and this one is like a metal end with slots in it. See that? And you see it's kind of stained, but that's just the metal discoloring. So we're breaking up badly. You see all the pixelation. Please bear with that. Okay, see the slots? Yeah, that works as a filter, and so when you drink out of it, that's what will keep the big chunks of herb from getting into your mouth, and you have a mouthful of ground up wet yerba, which is not that much fun. Now, a couple of my favorites. We're going to show you. One is bamboo. Now, this one's bamboo. You can see where they've heated the bamboo so they could put this bend into it. They've notched it here. Now this also has holes drilled. You can see the holes drilled, and then a nylon mesh bag that's these little tiny zip tie, and it's zip tied on here, and that gives you even more filtration. These are actually very nice, and they give a very nice flavor. I was surprised these like I said, because they're much more inexpensive, and they're bamboo. Don't discount these, because these are very nice, and they work very well, and they really give a pleasant flavor. I was very surprised, and there's no metallic flavor, so this is something to consider as well. And they're very lightweight. These would be nice to carry on an airplane. They're not going to set off a metal detector or whatever. And very light. Just something to think about. I have another wooden one. This is the one that came with my beautiful carved set. My hand carved set from my good friend in Argentina. And this is a carved wooden one. I really like this one too. And you see, it also has the holes. You see that? And it has the zip tie. All right, and the holding little mesh bag works great. It's very nice. I love it. Now, I'm going to show you the best of them all. Here it is. This is the Forever, the Lifetime Bombilla. It's beautiful. Now you're saying it's just a spring, but it's more than a spring. This actually all comes apart, which I'm not going to do for you right now, but I'm going to show you the parts. Inside there is a spring. Of course, you see the spring, but there is a stainless steel mesh screen on the inside. This all unscrews, and you can take that apart and change out that that little spring. So you see it, pop that out, and you see it's slotted. See that? Isn't that great? Yeah, let's get that. So there you go. So it slots in it. Plus you have the spring. And if you can see, there's a little mesh that's on the inside of this. There we go. I can just about grab it. Oh yeah, here we go. Look at that. And that's a mesh. It's a stainless steel food grade mesh. These little babies are handmade. Somebody hand welded these. So they're very, very clean. These aren't made in a factory. This is made like jewelry. That goes inside the spring. Take the bombilla, press it back together. Compress the spring, tighten it up, and there you have it. So you can clean it, and you have extra filtration. Plus, you can push the yerba on the inside of the cup with it when you want to mash it up against the side, and you have it. This is the best one. It's a little more expensive, but it's worth it. It's like $10 more. It's really not that bad, and I had a lot of pieces come out that I should have cleaned it. But that's great that I'm able to. Love this one. I've only seen this at mymateworld.com. This bombilla is just excellent. Now, I have my mate here. It's already got my water in it. I'm going to put in my bombilla, my favorite one. And I'm going to talk a little bit, why in the world would you want to mess with all of this? The reason why is because it controls the mate intake. It controls the intake of your caffeine, because it does have caffeine in it and has other stimulants as well. And it controls it in such a way, and you keep refilling it with water, and if you drink it down, then you refill it, and you drink it down, and you refill it. Or if you're sharing it with somebody in the traditional South American style, that works the same way. You drink it down, and then you refill it. Now, what that does is it modulates the caffeine intake, because you're going to probably start in the morning, or whenever you're going to start a new batch of it, a new load in the gourd. You're going to start drinking it. And then you're going to get your biggest dose of caffeine. As it wears out, as it is steeped out, and it loses its flavor over time, you're getting a consistently declining amount of the alkaloids and caffeine from the yerba. Now, theoretically, what they say is that's why you don't get the crash, or part of it. I think it's probably more complex than this, and this is just what I heard, so take it for what it's worth. And because of that technology of this and how this is used, one is it efficiently uses the yerba. It helps you go on a caffeine decline toward evening. So by the time you get done in the evening, if you've drank it all day long, you have received a lower doses, and your body adjusts. And that's how the theory goes, but it seems to work for me because I got using coffee and black tea, I got the jitters, I got heart palpitations, things like that. It was very uncomfortable and loss of sleep. I never get it with mate. And you can get all this equipment, all these types of bombillas. Get them from mymateworld.com and enjoy. I think you're going to love it. And thanks for putting up with my fun background and all the pixelation. And I hope you had fun too. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.